Have you ever felt like your life isn't really yours? You wake up, go to work, numbly scroll, smile when you're supposed to, say the right things, keep your head down, you do what's expected. But deep down, something gnaws at you. A quiet voice asking, "Is this all there is?" No matter how well you play the game, something always feels off. Like you're living in a dream you didn't choose, like freedom is an illusion dangled in front of you, just out of reach. You were told you were free, but you don't feel free. And here's the uncomfortable truth: you're not. Plato saw this coming over 2,000 years ago. He called it the cave. In his allegory, prisoners are chained in a dark cave, their legs and necks bound since birth. All they can see is the wall in front of them. Behind them burns a fire. Between the fire and the prisoners, puppeteers walk, casting shadows on the wall. These shadows become the prisoners' entire reality. They don't know the outside world exists. They believe the shadows are truth. Now imagine, one prisoner escapes. He stumbles into the sunlight. Blinded, terrified, he sees the world as it truly is, vast, raw, alive. He runs back into the cave to tell the others, but they mock him. They call him insane. They prefer the comfort of shadows. Sound familiar? We live in that cave, a cave of curated feeds, filtered news, and performative identity. We wear labels instead of knowing who we are. We chase likes instead of meaning. And we defend our chains as if they were wings. The scariest part, most of us don't want to leave. Because real freedom is terrifying. It demands responsibility. It forces you to think for yourself. And that's not something we're taught. That's not something our system rewards. So instead, we become prisoners of comfort, addicted to noise, distracted from truth. And we call it normal. Machiavelli understood this. He believed most people would rather feel secure than actually be free. Because freedom? Real freedom. It's dangerous. It threatens power. It disrupts order. That's why empires control not through violence, but through illusion, keeping you too entertained, too scared, or too busy to notice your cage. We're taught to obey, to conform, to fear failure, to never question the structure. You want a job? Follow the path. Go into debt. Compete. Produce. Obey. You want love? Be desirable. Be passive. Be agreeable. Swipe endlessly. Perform endlessly. You want truth? Here's a bite-sized reel, a 5-second summary, a headline engineered to enrage. You're fed just enough meaning to keep going, but not enough to break free. Bonhoeffer called this stupidity as a moral problem. He wasn't talking about IQ, he was talking about willful ignorance. When people stop thinking for themselves, they become tools, easily manipulated. Not because they're dumb, but because they've surrendered their inner authority. A stupid person, Bonhoeffer said, isn't evil. They simply let others do their thinking for them. And when stupidity spreads, evil thrives. Not in grand conspiracies, but in quiet compliance. Think about it. How many things do you believe because someone told you to? How many opinions are yours, truly yours? Or were they downloaded from a crowd, a parent, a screen? We're trapped by stories we didn't write. You were told what success looks like, what beauty means, what kind of person is good, what kind of job matters, what politics to follow, what dreams are worth having. But who gave you those stories? And what did they gain by you believing them? Nietzsche said, in individuals, insanity is rare, but in groups, parties, nations, and epochs, it is the rule. We live in collective madness, where fitting in is more important than waking up, where truth is whatever causes the least discomfort, where being good means being quiet. But here's the twist no one tells you. Freedom isn't given. It's taken. It's not a right. It's not granted by society, by laws, by leaders. It's an inner revolution. It begins when you stop outsourcing your mind, when you start asking dangerous questions, when you break the mirror of expectations and see what's really there. It begins when you step outside the cave. And yes, it's blinding, it's painful, it's lonely, but it's real. So I'll ask you again, do you feel free, or are you performing freedom inside a cage? A cage built from comfort, from fear, from lies too beautiful to question. Every empire wants obedient citizens. But philosophy, real philosophy, wants dangerous minds. Minds that question, minds that disobey, minds that look at the shadows and whisper, "There's more." We are at a crossroads. The modern world sells us infinite connection, but leaves us hollow. It promises freedom, but rewards conformity. It hands you an identity, then punishes you if you question it. And you feel it, don't you? That quiet ache when no one's watching. That haunting sense that something sacred has been lost, that maybe you've never actually lived. So what now? You can go back to scrolling, back to the cave, back to the soft illusion, or you can face the fire, because your soul wasn't made for shadows. It was made for sunlight. But no one can drag you into the light. You have to choose. You have to want truth more than comfort. You have to be willing to lose the world to find yourself. And maybe, just maybe, that's what real freedom means.